Time waits for no one. Every escaping second is a reminder that we are but a spark in the vast universe. A spark that burns with a purpose, though it is often drowned out by the noise of daily distractions. We easily forget our finite nature. And instead of living with urgency and gratitude, we allow the worries of tomorrow to steal the only treasure we truly possess, the here and the now. It is easy to get lost in the demands of the world, but the universe has a way of reshuffling the cards, to remind us that we are part of something much larger. By facing the reality of our own mortality, a choice arises. Will we remain slaves to the external, or will we decide how to live in the present? Living with authenticity, without letting distractions lead us astray, is the only key to finding peace. Every moment is an opportunity to stop procrastinating and accept the reality we have in front of us. Because only by flowing with the constant movement of existence do we find true serenity. But to achieve this calm, we must first understand our position in the cosmos. To understand that we are not isolated beings, but vital threads in an immense web of existence. Therefore, the first step is understanding the importance of our universal connection. We often live as if we were isolated, as if our actions only had an impact on our closest circle. But the truth is that we are part of an immense web, an interconnected network of events and beings, where every thought we cultivate resonates far beyond ourselves. Understanding that we belong to this broader cycle takes a weight off our shoulders. Even in our mistakes, we are not alone. We are part of a universal machinery that, although we may not fully understand, works in a profound harmony. It is natural for emotions to dominate us, or for difficulties to overwhelm us. But by recognizing our connection to the whole, we can free ourselves from negativity. Anger and pain are inevitable, but they do not have to define us. The universe reminds us that change is the only constant, and that we are part of that flow. Like a river that follows its course without clinging to the water that has already passed, we must learn to let go of what no longer serves us. Becoming enraged with life is, in reality, trying to separate oneself from this connection. Instead of fighting against circumstances, we must learn to flow with them, seeing every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Our existence is brief, and time is the most limited resource we possess. True peace is found in the simplicity of focusing on the essential, and not getting lost in external noise. Remember, serenity is born from understanding that everything is part of a larger plan, and that the only thing you truly control is your attitude toward what life offers you. However, to embrace this universal flow with total surrender, we must confront a truth that causes fear in many: the ephemeral nature of everything we love. That is why it is vital to understand time and the impermanence of all things. Time is a finite resource, a truth we tend to forget while we lose ourselves in day-to-day worries. With every passing moment, we draw closer to an inevitable end, but death, just like life, is only part of a natural and cyclical process that we should not fear. If we truly understood this, we would live with a deep appreciation for the present, knowing that nothing lasts forever, not even our most precious moments. The constant flow of time is our best teacher. It teaches us that nothing, absolutely nothing, is permanent. We seek security in what we possess, in our titles or in our relationships. But everything is subject to change. Living clung to what we have prevents us from seeing the beauty of what is to come. Transience does not take value away from life. On the contrary, it grants it a unique and irreplaceable price. If you spend your time regretting the past or fearing the future, you forget that the present is the only thing you can truly control. It is here, in the now, where your power to act with wisdom resides. Every day is an opportunity to do something meaningful. But the mind often distracts us with trivial stories, making us believe that the small is urgent and the important can wait. By freeing ourselves from those distractions, we find clarity to dedicate our energy to what truly matters. Living with integrity and love. Do not fight against change. Flow with it. Accept that transience is the design of the universe, and embrace every cycle with serenity. Because if time is so brief and nothing is forever, we cannot afford to act by accident or by impulse. Every movement of our life must have a meaning. Therefore, our final lesson teaches us the power of acting with intention. In everyday life, it is easy to fall into reactivity, acting on impulses on fleeting emotions, or on the pressure of the environment. However, the path of the Stoic is radically different. It is the path of intention. Living with intention is not just about doing the right thing, but doing it consciously and in harmony with your deepest values. It is, in essence, the ability to choose how to respond, instead of simply reacting. When you lack intention, you are like a leaf in the wind, swept away by external circumstances. But true power lies in standing firm, like a rock in the middle of a storm. This requires a pause, stopping before responding, observing what you feel, and remembering what truly matters. True freedom begins when you realize that you do not have to act under the urgency of every feeling. Intention is your compass. It allows you to reject the trivial and that which only seeks external applause. Acting with intention means simplifying, reducing the unnecessary to concentrate your energy on what truly builds a virtuous life. It is not about grand gestures, but about consistency in the small things. In how you speak, how you listen, and how you use your time. This firmness is not rigidity, but wisdom. The world may spin chaotically around you, but your center remains intact. We have traveled the immensity of our universal connection, accepted the impermanence of time, and discovered the power of our intention. Now, the universe hands you a new moment. This present. Do not waste it by acting by accident. Remember that you are a spark with a purpose in an eternal flow. Live with grace. Act with virtue. And let your intention be the light that guides your path. If this message has inspired you to live with more awareness, subscribe and share your reflection. What intentional action will you take today? Thank you for joining us on this journey towards serenity. We will see each other in the next awakening.